I mathed out what salaries would be like in Sweden versus Los Angeles, I found this incredibly sad and frustrating because the quality of life for what you get, even if in the best case scenario where you have the same job and you're making a little more money, is that you live in a place where you have higher rates of crime, including higher rates of violent crime, significantly more. Sweden, among Europe, one of the higher rates of gun crime in all of Europe. Still considerably lower than what goes on in the United States. You have lower societal trust, bad public transportation, no sick days, no parental leave, of which you get 400 days combined between you and your spouse that you get to use over the first 4 years of your child's.
The presentation he gave his girlfriend on the plane.
You get paid sick days if your kids are sick. You have a lower life expectancy in the US. You have worse childcare, higher child mortality, higher costs of the healthcare itself with worse outcomes, better food and nutritional standards, and a higher quality of public education for your kids. You have all of those things, and maybe in some of the situations I laid out, sometimes you make less money. And if you take just median income, if you take the general median income from both places, you actually have more disposable income in Stockholm. And you get all of those things. I will be honest, as I dug into this, I felt kind of betrayed. Growing up, there was always this idea that like you only got all of these benefits with the fact that you paid more in tax and that you had more income for yourself. But for the average person, that doesn't even hold true. In most cases in the US, the average person on an average salary or an average paying job ends up with less money than you do in a place like Sweden. And then even on the high end, if you're someone who is striving to become a billionaire, there are more billionaires per capita in Sweden. I think it's almost 3 billionaires per million in Sweden, and in the US it's 1. So if you really cared about becoming a billionaire, you have a better shot in Sweden.